Hello everyone and welcome. Remember me yesterday when I visited the city of Shiraz? Well, today I'm gonna try to visit Persepolis. It is the most beautiful ancient historical site in the whole Iran. I hope you enjoy it like my last video. Yeah, by the way, this is my hostel and this was my room. This is the neighborhood of my hostel. At the night it looks scary actually, but in the morning it looks peaceful. You know, because I came here in the night and I was afraid someone will jump over here and tell me giving you money gringo or something like that. Okay, so I was walking this neighborhood and I saw this map on the wall. We have to go over there on the 20, Nasir Mosque. Have you ever seen a bus station like that? This is nothing compared to Tehran bus stations. I hope it's open, because it's a real beautiful mosque. Okay, so I got to the inside the Nasir Al-Mulk mosque. So you see the glass doors over here? Check this out when I get inside this place. So this taxi over here dropped me here in Mardash town. Mardash town is a town nearby Persepolis, and the ride was actually really cheap. It was 20,000 tumans, which is something about 50 cents or something like that. Yeah, 50 cents, because $1 right now in Iran is like 40,000 tumans, and from Shiraz to here is like a lot of distance. So I was, surprised, but for a town with 5,000 population, it's actually a clean town. God damn. So guys, I've arrived. I'm so excited. We are surrounded by a beautiful park, and Persepolis is over there. Oh my god, you can see the commons over there, and the Cyrus Palace, and the Nation's Gate. This is it, y'all. This is it. Holy. Okay, so this is the entrance. This is guide. These are ancient walls. Amazing. Look how far, the height they built this place from the ground. Finally, my wish came true to visit this place. You can see over here there's something like a horse, a flying horse, like a griffin, with the head of an achemedian soldier. Well, you can find these kind of things in Elami civilization and in Babylon, because this was a common architecture between the kings, but this one specifically exists only in the Achemedian Empire. Even in the Sassanid and the Ashkanian Empire, this kind of thing didn't exist. Wow. The distance and the view is magnificent. The gate was actually made to welcome all the visitors who arrived and visited the king, Cyrus the Great, Cambodia, or other people. Have you ever heard about Griffin? The Griffin legend was actually a story between the ancient Persians, which you can see the statues in front of me, was built at the Achemedian Empire era. And then it spread around the world, especially in the Western civilization, which we all know it as the Griffin. And you can see many paintings in the old English castles showing the Griffin. The origin of the story was from Persia. Okay, these are just normal rocks. And this one over here is the flying horse. And these are remainings from the ruin of Persepolis. You can see from the shape of the rock, it looks like another flying horse. Another flying horse. You can see all the ruined columns out there. Up there is the tomb of Xerxes III. And that's another flying horse. Look at these ruins. Look at these ruins. The Achemedian Empire ruled for something about 400-500 years. On its age, Darius II ruled Iran, which when he ruled, Persia was on its biggest map. He invaded many lands and controlled many of them. That's another flying horse. Common. These are the ruins. Due to the last night's rain, they would sleep. Look at this art. Before the Persepolis considered a national treasury, everyone was allowed to, put his names on the sculptures of Persepolis. So sometimes when you look at the rocks, you can see the names of many previous kings who ruled, and sometimes the British people who controlled Persepolis. These are another ruined palace with ruined columns. You can see the tomb of Xerxes III from over here. I'll try to get up there after I finish all the palaces. Let's go to the Tomb Palace. And this is a man fighting a lion to show the power, or as the Latin call it, potentia. That's the Persepolis museum. It's actually modern, it's not really new. It's beautiful to know that kings and royals used to walk over here. These guards used to be called the immortal gods. The responsibility of the immortal gods was to protect the kings and royals, so they are represented in every wall in this palace. You can see the peasants with animals and food, and then to royal servants, the gods. This is the old achemedian writing system. This is a better view from the immortal gods. It's actually the same height as the human height. And this is the Favahar symbol, which I weird over here. Flying lion. The beautiful thing about the architecture is how they painted and made these on the walls the same way on the other wall, like they know people will pass from the both sides to the main palace. This palace is called Apadana Palace. Historians say that this palace used to be red and filled with columns, but now there is nothing remain except these columns. My camera can't describe how tall one of these columns are, but they are something about 25 meters. As you can see, even the point which they place the columns is made beautiful, you know. This is called Tachar Palace, which Darius I used to live here, known as Darius the Great. What happened to Persia in the Achemedian Empire? Well, Alexander the Great on that time was invading many countries and empires. Iran wasn't an exception. So, when Darius III ruled Iran, Iran wasn't that strong and many of his followers betrayed him. Plus, Darius III betrayed his people after he ran away. When he ran away, the army surrounded to the Greek Empire, and then Alexander the Great invaded Persia. Yeah, that's the same thing we saw down there. You can see the writing system. Fun fact about the Achemedian writing system. It is actually called the Nagsh-e cuneiform, which according to the historians, it was first observed in the Sumerian civilization. Like the Abjad, which is a common writing system between the Persians and Arab, The clay nail cuneiform was a common writing system between the Babylonians, Sumerians, Akkadians, and the Persian empires that ruled that time.
This is called the Hadish Palace. I can see why they chose this place to build all these palaces. Because Parsis used to rule this land, and plus it's a beautiful land. See the mountains. These are another ruins of another palace, another part of the palace. This is Persepolis Museum. I guess we won't go there because we'll take a lot of time, so we're just gonna look at the interesting thing about this museum. It was actually made exactly like the same palace over here before it was ruined. You can see the four columns over there. Xerxes III. Okay, so I was walking at the treasury building and then I saw this. Beautiful. Hey. Oh, come on. Why the hell would someone visit Xerxes III up there? This is the tomb of Artaxerxes III, which in Persian it is called Ardashir. All of Persepolis is below us. I think we visited all the sites. We can now go to Nagsh-e. Nagsh-e. Interesting fact, actually Nagsh-e is in Isfahan, and it's actually the most famous Islamic historical site in Iran. It is the second biggest square in the whole Asia after the Tiananmen Square. Actually, eagle griffin, which in Persian it is called Homa. Yeah, Homa airplane. Okay, so I'm now out of Persepolis now, and I'm heading towards Nagsh-e. I'm over here at Nagsh-e, which is in English I guess called Necropolis. Persepolis is really away from us over there, and Pasargad is there, but it's tens of kilometers away, and I don't have the time to visit, unfortunately. Amazing. These are actually tombs, and some of them were made to show an event happen, like for example crowning Shapur the First. Yeah, these are different tombs over here. I think this is the tomb of Xerxes. So this is the tomb of Xerxes. There's only one king called Xerxes, so there's no first or second. This is actually currently right now being cleared so it can have a better condition to resist water, rain and snow. Like yesterday this place was all, you know, snow, filled with snow everywhere. This is the large blank surface. It's about 10 meters wide. It's not my information actually, I'm reading it from over here.
It was made in the late Sassanid period. It talks about a large battle. Crowning of Shapur I. This is tomb of Darius I, son of Cyrus the Great. This is Darius the Great. Also, he owns this land. Second victory in a battle. This is actually Sassanid bas relief. It's not appearing really good over here. I don't know. I could just, yeah. You can see a man surrounding to a knight. That's actually one of the Roman generals surrounding to Shapur I in a battle. So yeah. Okay, this is the victory of Hormuz II, and this is tomb of Artaxerxes I. That one over there is Xerxes. That's Darius I, and that's Artaxerxes I. Okay, this is tomb of Darius II. He continued his ancestors' legacy very well, unlike Darius III, which he simply surrounded to Alexander the Great. And this is the Battle of Shapur II. Behind me, you'll see the Raster Cube. This is a sacred place for Zoroastrians. Some people believe Zoroaster, the prophet, is actually here, buried over here, but there is no historical clue confirming this theory. Something like the Kaaba of Islam. It is sacred. It's actually really huge. You can see from the people standing over here. It's actually the same size of the building I'm living. All the people over here are beautiful. Our journey has ended. Okay, I'm in Mavdash town, and now I'm gonna try to go back to Shiraz. So, therefore, I can ride. But it was fun, I really had a good time. Although I'm away from my hometown, but it was good to travel. Okay guys, so this is my ride back to Tehran. I hope you enjoyed my first travel vlog. I'll try to travel more cities in the future. But it wasn't that good, I'm sorry. I even lost my credit card, but it was a good guide to show you how beautiful Shiraz is. So yeah, I hope in the future we're gonna post videos about the ancient places we visited and the ancient civilization we talked about. Thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you enjoyed.